Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Virgo out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating Virgo, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. Virgo. All right, Virgo. Okay, you got the Fool as your first card out. So this tells me that you've got some sort of new beginning. You have the Elemental of Swords. That would be like the Page of Swords in the reverse. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. So you've got something new beginning here. It's either something that's going to be very lucrative, but this is a relationship type of reading. So, you know, it could be a new beginning that is starting. You might be taking a little bit of a risk in this, or at least you feel like you are, but it looks like it's going to be very stable, very stable. Now, with the Elemental of Swords here, there's something that you're keeping to yourself for some reason. Yeah, maybe you just don't want people to know, because sometimes you know how people are. They can get in the middle of a mix and they can just cause problems. Let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Virgo's energy. Show me who is in Virgo's energy. Could be also you don't know how this is going to turn out. You might have started something here new, Virgo, and you're just uncertain of how it's going to turn out. It's looking good. You're taking a risk, but you might have some reservations. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, and we have the Hermit. So there's definitely something here that's not being talked about. I see a little bit in your energy, and I see it a lot in their energy. You not talking with them and communicating with them is creating a little bit of, lack of clarity for them. There's a conversation that needs to be had, but they're just as guilty because they're sitting back, they're thinking about everything. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They're just not really sure, but they're seeking answers here. I feel like this is somebody who sends you or begins to type in text, and then before they can send it, they like delete them. I do feel like this is somebody who is, if they could choose anybody, they would choose you. So let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. They're very focused on you. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with another Virgo as well, but this person is very focused on you. Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, so you're both thinking about this from a long-term perspective, and you're both looking at the other person and saying, yeah, I think together we could have it all. So what are you not talking about? Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection, please. The Initiate of Wands in the reverse. Well, that's interesting. Now, in this deck, that's the Queen of Wands reversed. So there's something that neither of you are taking action towards. You don't want to talk about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Yeah, you're not talking about it. You're not taking action on it. And now you don't want to give me an outcome. It's almost secretive or something. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Justice. All right, it could be something legal, but it looks as if whatever this is going to balance out. So I don't know what's going on here, Virgo. I think we'll have to definitely clarify. I do see that if there is some sort of a situation here, you're going to get justice in the situation. Things are going to balance out. I feel deeply that this person could be writing something. I don't know if it is with regard to like money, or if this is like a contract or an email, but I do see this person trying to figure things out, not really discussing it, you know, trying to figure it out on their own. You're trying to bring balance into the situation, and you're going to get your justice here, but I feel like it's going to be balanced out. So we'll clarify. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, which is positive. That's underlying energy, and it tells me whatever's not being talked about is going to be discussed. Yeah, it's almost like the two of you are like taking a break. Like there's something that definitely neither of you want to do anything with, or you don't want to discuss, but it's going to get discussed at the end of the day. And that's what's going to bring in this justice and balance. So let's clarify. What is this Fool? Why is the Fool here for Virgo? All right, so we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Seven of Pentacles. You're standing your ground. This could be with regard, again, it could be with regard to money or an investment of some sort. Now, it might be a financial investment, or it could be that you invested in something long-term with this person. But I see you really standing your ground here in order for you to have this fresh new beginning. I feel like there's other people who are telling you, Virgo, that you don't need to take the risk that you're taking, but I feel like you're not listening to that. You're defending it. There's a defensive energy about whatever it is that you've invested in here. And you're being very patient with this as well, because it's almost like you're saying, well, I understand that you don't think I need to do this. Could be family or friends, but I'm going to do it. I'm excited about doing it, and I'm growing something here. I'm already invested in this, and I know it's going to get better and better. So let me see. Show me the Elemental of Swords in reverse. Thank you. All right, we have the Hangman reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. So whatever this is, it's either a situation that you are really liking, you love the situation, or it has to do with a person. But I do see love here. I see you being careful about that, though, because something here has happened in your love life in the past that has caused you to be very careful with regard to feelings and emotions. I do see that there's a sense of not really knowing what's going to happen, but you're going to find out, because we have the Hangman in reverse. See, you've been sitting here being patient. You've invested, you've been waiting. And now you're going to now something's going to come to light. Something's going to be revealed to you that you've been waiting to find out about. This could also be, you know, having the discussion that you've been holding back from. Let me see why the Ace of Pentacles is here. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Six of Swords reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. That's a lot of stuck energy regarding this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if perhaps it's an investment or something financial here that you've been waiting for. You can't quite move forward until this is resolved, because it does look like it's going to be resolved. Now, particularly if you have any kind of a legal case, you've been kind of held back from moving forward. It's like you have this, you want to turn the page, you want to have this fresh new beginning, but either for financial reasons or because of something legal that could be with regard to finances, you're being held back a little bit. You've been patient with the situation. You're standing your ground. Even if other people are saying don't do it, you're like, no, this is what's right for me. So something is shifting here. Let me look at their energy. Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Okay. Oh, okay. Four of Wands and the High Priestess. Is this somebody you were married to or have been married to? Because there's something that's long-term here. There's something that you've invested heavily in. You could be sharing financial, something financial. This person is showing up as somebody who keeps secrets. They keep secrets. This is somebody who either you have been married to them or they want to marry you, and they're not really telling you that. They're keeping that to themselves. Is that what's going on? This person wants to bring this together into, and it doesn't have to necessarily be marriage. It could be an engagement. It could be, moving in together. It's leveling up the relationship. I can tell you right now, they're not entertaining other options. So let me see. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Yeah, so if you're wondering if this is a newer person and you're wondering, are they seeing other people? I don't think so. All right, Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, so something here has been progressing. Even though it's not been discussed, it's not been talked about. And it does have to do with feelings and emotions. So something is progressing. This person may live at a distance from you. And if so, this person's planning to come to see you. They're going to reveal whatever this is that they want to talk about. It almost looks to me like this is somebody who wants to come to you and say, hey, I've been thinking about this relationship. And I want to level it up. I want to get engaged, or I want to move in together. Something that they've been keeping, you both have been wondering, not really knowing, not really taking action on it. But the Page of Wands is good news. So this person is making plans to come towards you, whether it's long distance or not. They're making plans to bring good news to you. Something that they weren't clear about in the past and have not been discussing. Now in your energy, this is showing that you didn't quite know for a little bit, but you were hoping. There's a sense of hoping for this information. Let me see the Hermit. Show me the Hermit. And I'm definitely seeing something that's progressing here as well. Okay. Queen of Swords reversed, Ten of Wands, and Justice in the reverse. All right, so there's definitely something to do with a problem. That problem could have to do with something legal, but you're the one who's stuck. So it's problematic for this person. This person is trying to figure this out, to help you figure this out. So if you're involved in some sort of legal dispute with this person, or possibly even with someone else, that has been problematic. And this person hasn't really been talking about it. They've been trying to figure out how to resolve this. And I got to tell you, for some of you, this is another person. It's not the person you would be in a legal dispute with. I don't know if you are getting a divorce or if you've got some sort of a financial issue. But for a lot of you, this person, it's not with this person, because I can see them trying to figure this out, trying to help you, basically. And for others of you, this could be somebody that you have been involved with for quite some time. And they may be revealing some secrets. It could come out within some sort of a legal dispute. But I honestly think for most of you, this person in your energy is a new person. And they're trying to figure out how to help you move forward, because you're stuck in that energy. And as long as you're stuck in that energy, you can't begin this new relationship. So they're trying to figure that out. It actually pisses them off, whatever you're going through. They don't feel like it's fair. They don't feel like you're being treated fairly. And so this person is actually angry. They're trying to figure out how to help you resolve this. Yeah, and I feel like that's going to happen too. So something's resolving for you regardless. Let's look at the energy between Virgo and this person. Now, you could be dealing with a Libra. That's very strong energy. Could be an Aquarius or a Gemini. Scorpio energy is here, or another Virgo. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles, please. Oh, Page of Cups. Yeah, they're coming towards you with an offer. And the Hierophant in the reverse. You're being patient about an ending, Virgo. There's something here that's ending so that you can have this new beginning. And I feel like you're getting opposition about that. You're being very patient, though, about this ending. And why? Well, because you want to have... You feel like this person, this is a new person. In your energy, you feel like you could have everything with them, and they feel the same way. So I do feel like they're coming towards you with some sort of an offer here. Something has been building between the two of you, and it looks like it's an offer to level up this relationship in some form. They've been thinking about this for a while. Let me see the Initiate of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed, and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah. So you've been waiting for something to end. I feel like you're getting out of one relationship or one connection. It could be, you know, a divorce, or it could be you moving out of a connection. I don't know, but I see endings all over as far as what's affecting the connection, and it's coming from your side. Now, this person in your energy, I do feel like they want to come towards you and make an offer. Yeah, they definitely do. They've been holding their tongue. They've been keeping to themselves because they don't want to do that while you still are stuck in another situation. And that's why there's been a lack of action, because this ending has to happen first. Whoever you're having this ending with, you've had to wait. You've had to really wait. And it's somebody that you just are not on the same page with. You may have even thought that this person was a soulmate, but realized that they were not. Now you look at them very differently, but you're having to kind of be like careful with regard to feelings and emotions with this person until this ending. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo. All right, we have Judgment reversed, the Magician, interesting, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so once this is done, it's done. You're ending something that you've been stuck. You haven't been able to move forward. You haven't been able to turn that page in your favor. There is something karmically related to that. There's chaos with regard to that situation that you're trying to end. But you're manifesting an ending, you're manifesting justice, particularly if this is legal, you're manifesting, you know, things to go in the way that you want, and it does look like you're going to get that justice. Now, I feel like you're done with it. It's almost like whatever this was that you're trying to close out and end, you feel like it was a poor judgment call for you. Like you're done. Once you get this complete, this ending is complete, you are done. And you're manifesting this person into your life, and you're going to get what you want. This person might be a little younger than you, or possibly, you know, a little bit immature in how they communicate. But I do see that this person, they're advocating for you, and they are coming towards you to make an offer. They have been holding back. So the secrets that they're keeping are not harmful secrets. They would choose no one other than you, Virgo. So while they're keeping the, you know, holding back, it's because they know that this has to end first in order for them to make this offer. So, and they are going to do it. They definitely are. They have feelings for you. They are bringing forward an offer that is stable. So I feel like this is really good energy for you. Yeah, I do. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Now that's underlying energy Again, I'm seeing that for some of you, there's something to do with finances. I don't know if that's what the holdup is, but I do see that there's something to do with finances here for some of you. And I'm also seeing that you're walking away from another connection. You're leaving someone out in the cold. There's going to be a discussion that you're going to have with this person, though. It might be about finances. It might be about you know, ending this other connection. But I definitely feel like the two of you have not been like openly talking about something. The person that's in your energy, this new person, they're going to approach you to discuss this. And they're bringing good news. They're bringing an offer with them. So I feel like, you know, it's going to be a good discussion. So I think it's a great reading. Let's pull an oracle card for you, Virgo. All right. You have number 39, and it says protecting treasure. All right, so let's read that. Give me a second to find it. All right, so it says you are always protected and divinely directed. Although this is a time of great risk, know that at a fundamental level, you are able to move forward safely and securely. The proverbial nest egg is safe and sound no matter the fluctuations in the world. Guardian angels and other guides are whispering to you, making you aware of their protective presence. Your loyalty is an important theme now. Nurture that which you hold dear. This is a good time to strengthen bonds of friendship and ensure their integrity. If you feel tested right now, know that a true and loyal heart always achieves its aim. Take refuge under an angel's wing. You are not alone and have no need to fear. Embrace your courage. So whatever this is that's developing, Virgo, it's being protected. You're being protected as you move through this transition. This is a beautiful reading. All right, I hope it's been helpful for you and giving you some clarity. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity, Virgo. Until I see you in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved and namaste.